And then we'll follow with Garrett Nelson. And, Brady Wagner offensively can help us. He's just not quite there defensively. But Zach Mootz and Peter Timmerman definitely will get some playing time as well.
Well, Coach, it's game 1 tonight, 7 o'clock against St. Olaf. Nice way to start the season. Looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you, Scott.
Our
Locally owned and operated Rock and Roll Cafe is a proud UWSP sports sponsor. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. till 3 p.m. with extended hours on Friday. Come in and try their Rockstar skillets. Going out for lunch or dinner? Give the delicious gourmet burgers a try with them all. Rock and Roll Cafe also serves pasta, salads, wraps, and more. And, of course, their Friday fish fry. Keep it local and have your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Rock and Roll Cafe, where you're always treated like a rock star. A 50s-style diner with delicious homemade cooking. Located at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point.
To our women's basketball team, winning their season opener last evening up in Ashland, 100-49 over Northland. Played pretty well, quite honestly, and we look forward to our next opportunity to watch the women. They will be down at Whitewater this weekend, not playing Whitewater, but on Friday at 6 o'clock they play DePaul, and then on Saturday afternoon they'll face Concordia of Chicago. So a couple of big games for the Pointer women on the weekend.
I'll go out on a limb and say if they hit their scoring average for the season, they'll win both of them.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're correct on that. I think Coach Egner would say if we score 100 and don't win, there's going to be some trouble up in the first.
There's going to be some win sprints in our future.
Yeah, so they played a nice game. Hats off to the women here. All right, our UWSP Point men's basketball team getting ready to go here tonight. Let's run down the starting lineup. 6'2" senior Ethan Bublitz from Jackson Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. 6'7" senior Brandon Sprague from Prairie du Sac and Sauk Prairie High. 6'5" senior Blake Turkey from Deerfield, Wisconsin. 6' senior Aaron Kinez from Chippewa Falls. And 6'8" senior Matt Turner from West Bend West High School. And of course, the Pointers coached by Bob Sempry. We'll see what happens. Very little experience, as we talked about. We could use some more fans, but, you know, for the first game and the first real snow kind of travel problem weather, not so bad.
I had a little bit of a commute coming in, and I was impressed with my fellow drivers. Scotty, nobody doing anything too silly out on it. A little bit of a slick road. I should correct one thing so nobody criticizes me on this. I have been stating that the three-point line has gone back, Scotty. In fact, it only has gone back this year for Division I, and it was decided that for Division II and Division III programs to change the lane or the line this late in the season was too much of a financial hardship. It was something that Division I program could afford. And no surprise there in the difference between those three divisions. So we're going to play with the three-point line right where it's always been.
Which is still beyond where I can get it, but that's all right. Starting lineup here for St. Olaf. Nate Albers, the 6'4" senior out of Shoreview, Minnesota. You have 6'7" sophomore Carter Hoppus from Bloomington, Minnesota. 6' junior Dominic Bledsoe from St. Paul, Minnesota. Also in the starting lineup are going to be 6'4" sophomore Nathan Endler from Shakopee and 6'4" senior Noah Beck from Lone Tree, Colorado. And here we go, opening tip, and our season is officially underway. The tip is going to be controlled by Stevens Point. Kind of little volleyball for a while, but we got it going. Aaron Kinez sends it up to Blake Turkey. Turkey will leave it off for Ethan Bublitz. Tried to go inside, kicked it to the corner to Kinez on the baseline. Got caught up to Ethan. First shot of the year is a little short, rebounded by Albers on the baseline.
Good look from the right corner, just came up short.
So up comes Bledsoe, goes left side. Almost it does throw it away. Blake Turkey intercepts the pass, takes it to the corner. But for a moment he was going to get a breakaway and possibly flush one to start off the year, but got bodied up a little bit, sent to the perimeter. Sprague gets it into the hands of Bublitz. Back to Brandon on the right side. Long skip pass. Turkey wants the triple off the rim. No. Rebound tipped out. Bublitz will gather it in out at the timeline.
Brandon Sprague with that offensive chip out.
So Ethan into the lane, down the lane, bounces it down the baseline to Turkey. Shot clock at 10. Turkey to the lane, but doesn't take it. Spray now with 6 shots. 6 seconds. Fade away by Erkey off the rim, and Albers with a rebound.
Well defended, right in his face.
Up it will come. With it is Albers, top of the circle. Up it. Over to the near side. Bledsoe. Skip pass on top. Will go there to back. Stevens Point. 0 for 3 currently. Good defense. Pendler. Up to Albers for 3 off the rim. No. Erkey with a rebound. Trying to poke it away was back, but Blake held on strong. Drive into the lane by Kerner. His pass deflected, but picked up by Bublitz. Daddy got in deep, should have taken a shot in there. Kerner working in the post, kicks it out on the perimeter. Bublitz now in the right corner, 10 on the shot clock here for Point. Back to Erkey at the free throw line. Brandon Spray will try the 3. That's offline.
Settling for 3-point shots, and we're 0 for 5 on them.
Not a good sign.
No, we had the ball inside a couple times, and Matt Turner just didn't look at that little half hook.
Yep. Kick out a deep 3 coming here. Long rebound gathered in by Aaron Kinez. 2-on-2. Aaron takes it down the lane, stripped away and out of bounds. Pretty good defense by Noah Beck that time.
Yeah, quick hand. Like the attack of the rim in the full court. Well, we've had 7 shots off from behind the arc between the two teams, and we got an 0 for going.
It is still 0-0. Up on top, it'll go to Ethan Bublitz. Kerner Sends it back over to Blake Gerke. Ethan drives it to the free throw lane. Pull-up jumper off the rim. Rebound up front it'll come with Bledsoe. Bledsoe drives it into the lane, down the lane, and it's tipped away and out of bounds. Back it'll go to St. Olaf. The Rock and Roll Cafe opens 7 days a week with extended hours Thursday through Saturday. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
First guy, not sure anybody actually got a hand on that, but they're going to get it back.
Back Bledsoe, left elbow. Picked up, tipped away by Blake Gerke. Picked up now by Bublik. On ahead, attacks down to the other end, lays it in, and a foul on top of it.
Hey, finally a layup. Something I think we'll see in this team, Scotty. We'll get the ball and goal after, of course, for a slower pace. We didn't see a lot of open floor kinds of opportunities. That time Ethan with the steal and nice behind the back dribble to clear himself from 2 defenders, and he does push the ball quickly up the floor.
Yep, he likes to get it up and get going. Ethan's first free throw of the season, good. Stephen Point with a 3-0 lead, 17:06 to go in the opening half. Over to the left wing, it will go there into the hands of Albers. Albers back up to Umpus. Handoff pass to Bledsoe, almost fumbled it. Recovered it near the timeline. Bounce pass inside. We're going to get a foul on Stephen Point.
It'll be on Buford. Working behind the post that time. Getting posted up by Nate Albers, the senior, Shoreview, Minnesota. It's not a foul you want to take. I mean, he wasn't in a real scoring position, and Ethan didn't have any kind of position.
Inbound, Bledsoe, right baseline, tried to take it up inside, had it tipped away, picked up by Turner. Bublik, lead feed, right side spray, almost traveled with it, stops up. Bounces it down on the right baseline. Blake Gerke inside to Knez. And they got bunched up, but that was not a good pass.
And they tried to make that through the air. A bounce pass would have got there, Scotty. But through the air, they allowed the defender to reach around and create problems.
So a turnover on Stevens Point as it goes out of bounds.
We're going to see some of those mistakes, especially tonight in your first real game.
Yeah. Bledsoe will walk it up here. Junior out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Up the high screen by Umpus. Kicks to the left corner. 3 ball. And we're tied with a foul.
And counted press on Brandon Spray. Knocked him down after the shot. So this would be an opportunity for a 4-point play. That shot was made available by Bledsoe. Nice crossover dribble at the top of the key.
Spray with his first personal. And the free throw is good, and your 3-point lead is gone. It is 4-3 in favor of St. Olaf. Ethan Bublik to the front court. You've had plenty of chances here. Blake Gerke stands at the arc, dishes off to Aaron Knez. Knez down to the baseline, step back against Bledsoe, doesn't take it. Gerke wants to triple, and
They're kind of letting them have it right now. They said, until you guys can hit a few of those, we're going to sag. That time it cost them with the Yerke 3.
Bledsoe gets by his man, drives into the lane, kicks it to the corner. It'll go there, and a drill. That time by Nate Albers.
Play made by Bledsoe's penetration again.
7-6. St. Olaf. Knez, cross court. Turner back over to Aaron Knez. Drops it in left baseline to Spray. Around the horn, Ethan Bublik penetrates down the lane. Left-hand layup, got it.
He's been good with either hand. He's got such long strides. He covers a lot of ground between dribbles. See if we get a stop here.
8-7, Stevens Point. Bledsoe getting by Aaron Knez. Drops it off to Umpus. Tipped away and then lost it off his foot and out of bounds. Gerke and Turner working a double team in the post defensively, and I think we've got the media timeout here.
We do.
15:21 to go in the opening half. Pointers with an 8-7 lead. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Why get a remote starter from Precision Cellular?
half, Stevens Point with a 1-point advantage at age 7.
Well, early on, the Pointers just 3 of 8, 37%. And the only half as many shots, just 4. They've made 2 of those. Substitution here, Scotty, I think it's going to be for defensive purposes. Garrett Nelson coming in. Bledsoe giving Aaron Knez some difficulties. Aaron having a tough time staying in front of him.
Garrett Nelson in for Aaron, as John just mentioned. Nelly working on the right side, sends it to Erkey. Pointers up by 1. Tipped away, but Bublitz recovers. Looking here against the man-to-man defense in the right corner. Drops it in on the baseline to Erkey. Kick out the spray. 1-3 off the rim. No. Erkey trying for the rebound, had it tipped away and out of bounds off the hand of Albert.
Blake is just 6'4", 6'5". It's a heck of a rebounder. One of those kids that plays higher than his stature.
Bublitz will inbound, gets it on the floor to Nelson. Brandon Spray down to the left side, baseline, pull-up short jumper, got it.
Brandon used his upper body a little that time to clear himself. More physical than we sometimes see. Nice play.
10-7, Bledsoe leaves it off on the wing here to Beck. Beck with the drive down the lane.
Oh, beautiful.
Dishes off nicely. Put up and in that time by Michael Maraccioli. Dumped into the ballgame. 10-9 is your score. Garrett Nelson penetrates, got it off to Kerner, drives it up, 15-footer. Matty Kerner's first shot, rolls off the rim, no, Beck with the rebound. St. Ole with a chance to regain the advantage. Over the right wing, it'll go to Hendler, down to the baseline. Finds Bledsoe down the lane, kicks to the left corner, shot in and out, no, rebound Erkey. Halfway down for Albers, he came back out. Blake runs it up the left side, drops it off for Brandon Spray. Needs some help. Finally, somebody makes the cut. That's Kerner. Steps outside the arc, gets it back to Erkey. Almost travels with it. Drops it off now. Left side. Spray, turnaround jumper. Rims off. No. Erkey with a rebound. And what are we going to get?
Blake got to the ball first, so I think he's going to get the benefit of that call. It's going to go on Nate Albers.
Yeah, correct. The second on the Ole. Aaron Knez back in for Matt Kerner.
We need to get an answer defensively right now for Dominic Bledsoe, Scotty. He's seeming to be able to beat us off the dribble and cause us to help early and then kicking out the open shooters.
Pointers will inbound off the baseline, struggling to do so. Spray back to Bublitz, pull-up jumper off the rim, rebounded by Knez, but he stepped down the baseline.
Yeah, probably traveled in the process, but good effort.
So Pointers lead at 10-9, 13:39 to go here in the opening half. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Bledsoe front court, top of the circle, and there's a hand check foul on Garrett Nelson. Got both hands up on Bledsoe, can't do it.
Got a nice crossover dribble. Changes direction quickly. Point guards at home. That's what you need to learn, is that quick, slow crossover.
Off the left side, Bledsoe dishes out wide open. Maraccioli got another triple.
And another assist for Bledsoe.
St. Olaf with their largest lead at 12-10. Ethan Bublitz off to Aaron Knez. Down to the left baseline, gives it up now to Blake Erkey. Blake gets the step, and there's going to be a foul whistle. That'll go on Jake Weber, freshman out of Pine Island, Minnesota. Non-shooting.
Well, kind of the player of the game you'd expect to play against St. Olaf. It won't be fast, and it'll be a possession by possession.
Knez inbounds Blake Erkey on the left baseline, trying to get by Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with a foul trying to cut him off.
Down on the baseline. Quick step by Blake Erkey.
Out with a 3-point lead over Concordia. Moore has it. Left corner inbound. It'll go there to Erkey. Throws it over the top to Garrett Nelson. Over to Aaron Knez. In low, right side, Brandon Spray. And it's tipped away. Loose with the basketball. Into the front court with it here is Beck. Beck dishes off to Albers. Works his side. Tip pass over. Bledsoe open three. Rims off no. Rebounded by Garrett Nelson.
That's good backside board by the smallest guy on the floor.
Nelson front court against Bledsoe. Working dribble, gives it up to Brandon Spray. They'll go left wing, Bublin. Bublin sends it around the corner. Blake Murphy thought about a three, skips it back over to Ethan. Hits his step. Working, spin move into the lane, kicks to the corner. Murphy open again. Got a three.
Well, good play by Ethan Bublin through the defender and was able to kick to the corner.
13-12 pointers. Bledsoe, free throw line. Dishes off on the wing to Maragioli. Back down onto the baseline with the dribble here with Weber. Garrett Nelson, excellent effort. Almost came up with a steal out of bounds.
Yep, good anticipation. Got into the passing lane just a half a slide too late. Went out of bounds with it.
6'2 freshman Max Hubbard in for the Ole's out of Glenville, Illinois. And Zach Moot, 6'2 sophomore from Merrill, is for Stevens Point right now. Working left side, Bledsoe into the corner. Weber with it back to the free throw line. Tipped away by Garrett Nelson, an inch away from getting another steal.
Yep, good anticipation. A little frustration on his face going, I should get one of these.
Yeah. Bledsoe, top of the circle, pulls up, 16-footer, rims off no. Erkey way up for the rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Top of the circle, off on the right side to Garrett Nelson. Now he's just going to hold the dribble for the moment anyway. Long skip pass, left corner. Loose. Triple, and on the way, it's good for Aaron Cadet.
Well, nothing fancy about that possession. They just begged a little bit, and Aaron made them pay.
16-12 pointers with their largest lead at 4.
Where are they going to get here?
And we're going to get a foul on Garrett Nelson. That's going to be 2.
Yeah, he was sagging and backing into actually the screener that time. It was Maragioli. And they called him with the foul. I think Garrett was hoping to see a foul on an illegal screen, but Garrett clearly the guy that was doing the holding.
Mason Hazer will come in for Garrett Nelson. So a freshman gets some early PG.
Yeah, I think that concerns you there for Garrett is that was not even on ball. That was, really away from him. Not a foul you wanted to take.
Inbound Bledsoe got away with the travel. Got a little extra step there. Back up on top of the go. Beck with it. Working off the dribble, top of the circle. Launches a 3 off the front of the rim. Tipped out. Picked up here by Hubbard. And the only
travel.
Yeah. Got it into the hand of Jake Weber, who couldn't get it out of his hand. Quick it up and down to the floor.
Yeah, he could have shot that as a catch, but he wanted one step closer. Not sure what they're discussing. Other than the shot clock should be at 30. But I'm not sure what they could be calling. What are they calling? They're waving the travel off?
How is that? Oh, they called the clock violation or the clock for the travel.
Saying the clock.
What a break.
Saying the clock was wrong, so they were going to stop that before the travel.
Well, imagine if that was an end of game situation.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, I mean, a break for the old. Beck with it, hands it off to Bledsoe, drives it to the free throw line, kicks to the corner, open 3, off the rim, no, backside rebound, Max Turner.
Big strong rebound by Matt, the senior. Well, it didn't hurt
in the front court, no, not so far. Well, that possession, it didn't, so good point. Hazer works right side down to the baseline, lost his footing, but kept his dribble, then got it to Knez, and he fouled inside. Mason's got to keep those feet, but let's see, they called it on Bledsoe, I think, and that would be his second.
Yeah, he'll have to take a seat with 10:40 to go.
That will bring back Nathan Pendler here.
And I'll tell you what, Bledsoe has been a real difference maker for the offense for the Ole's.
Yep.
So much up their scoring has come through him.
Bounce pass, spray, kick out Hazer. Matt Turner for 3, he airballed one. Shot it too quick.
Early on, Brandon had a position about 6 feet low right where I would have liked to see him. Yeah, I would have liked to see him finish that, at least try to go off class.
I would agree.
You'll see that in film. Something that they'll point out to him.
Hubbard gives it off left wing Hendler, who gets it right back on the ditch that time with Weber. Hendler bounces it back over Hubbard. High left gets the step on Booth. Pulls up from 16 left and short. Booth gets the rebound. Lee feed left side. Hazer down the left of the lane. No foul.
Yep. And in fact, the hand came before the shot, but they didn't call that, so he's going to get the 2. Nice rebound and outlet by Mooch.
Yep, I agree. And Mason Hazer will go to the free throw line. We'll learn a little about his free throw abilities maybe right here. I'm assuming he's probably a decent free thrower. Guess we'll see. And the first one, of course, not good. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing the Pointers leading 16-12. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score, second of Maria Stevens Point. Hazer looking for his first collegiate point, and he has it.
And that's going to be the first of many, Scotty. That's a nice player.
17-12 points. Hubbard across the timeline, gets a step, goes right side, dishes off on the wing. Hendler lobs it in down deep, back to the corner, back up. That's a travel.
Well, good close up.
Took a little extra step.
We get Mason Hazer credit for that, Scotty, because we were in a scramble mode. Once they started passing the ball across the baseline and out, we were chasing, and he got there real quickly. A great closeout, and it forced the travel.
Well, you bring in Bublik, you bring in Peter Timmerman, and Brandon Spray back out there, or Herky, I guess, back out.
I think we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of players early, till we sell it into a rotation. You know, we may play 12 the entire season this year.
Well, we'll see. Into the front court comes Ethan Bublik. Works right side, deep into the corner, tries to go baseline, kicks it out around the horn, moves into the lane, down the lane, scooping left. Wow, a lot of contact.
Yeah, and he went through the contact with an underhand finish.
19-12, Stevens Point. Right side, dish out, will go there to Weber. Weber got it in deep, and nice play and a good finish by Noah Beck.
The old kick and roll, screen and go to the hole. Nice play.
14 moves to the free throw lane, out to Timmerman. Ethan with the ball. Swing it to the left side. Hazer. Just that push pass for a clear out. His bounce pass read nicely that time by Beck. Came backside and stole it away from Blake Herky. Down the lane, picking up the dribble this time with Weber. Send it back out to Hubbard. Hubbard off the high screen. Launches a three, in and out and back in.
Off the high ball screen. So the turnover leads to 3.
Yeah. Don't want to have that happen often. Kind of telegraphed the pass.
They did.
Defense saw it coming.
Got waited way too long. Either it's there or you kick it back around, right?
Timmerman open 3. Peter. First shot of the season. 22-17, Stevens Point.
Sophomore from Iowa, Dubuque, Iowa.
Left side to Hubbard. Goalie's with him, and we're going to have a hand check foul on Booth's side, I believe. That was going to be the first on Zach, but already 5 on the Pointers.
Of course, that's something they have spent the last couple of years cleaning up. Even in the NBA, believe it or not, the hands-on has opened up the offense a little bit.
Back to your starting 5 here for Stevens Point now. Off the inbound, it goes into the left corner to back. Out high, Weber. Travel again. He's done that several times now. We're going to bring back Nate Albury.
Got to get the ball on the floor a little bit quicker.
22-17 Pointers, 8:15 to go. Friday night, we'll have Amherst playoff football against Stratford. Tyler Campbell will have the broadcast of that one from Team Stadium in Cofield. Matty Kerner into the lane, comes to a jump stop again, doesn't turn and look. Aaron Kinez's jumper won't go. Long rebound, Kinez gathers it underneath the heel block.
No look pass by Aaron Kinez. That was sweet. And we have a player from St. Olaf down on the floor, Scotty. I didn't see how that occurred. It was underneath the basket. Certainly, I think something inadvertent. He's kind of holding his head, so I'm not sure if he got an elbow in that melee or not.
Yeah, it might be. Nice job there by the Pointers. They regain a 24-17 advantage. We got a bit of a break here because of the injury, so I think they went with immediate timeout. We'll stay right here. Well, I like what we see. Yep, early on, not shooting the ball well, but good effort.
Yeah, you know what? The strength of this team will be its depth, its relative depth, and it's a quicker team this year, Scotty. We've already seen that where at times last year's team struggled to get early looks or good looks and got deep into the shot clock. This team plays quicker, plays faster, and they're not shy about taking the first good shot. I like that about them, and I like the fact that we're able to score some in transition.
I agree, and I was watching this go, and I'm going, he was exactly right. It's a much more up-tempo. That doesn't mean they're forcing anything. They're not running for the sake of running, but when they get a rebound and they see a little, they go. Whereas last year's team was a little more methodical. They were happy to walk the ball up the floor. This group wants to get up and maybe get some early offense if it's available.
Yeah, their individual strengths are quickness and finesse, whereas if it gets into a power inside game, we're not going to beat anybody. So, I mean, we need to play a little bit more with uptick and get the teams early in a shot clock.
You trying to say that Flynn might give us a little trouble?
Yeah, the big guy, the player of the year, at least the MVP in the national championship. That's Flynn.
We'll switch him well after. Sold by Ethan Bublitz to the other end, and he'll lay it up and in. I thought there was going to be a foul.
Yeah, Hubbard actually tried to foul him about 25 feet out, didn't get the call.
26-17, biggest lead of the game now. Nice job by Ethan. 9-point advantage. Hubbard dishes back over to Beck. Thought about launching, did not. Out on the wing, it'll go to Albers. Inside, kick out Beck. 3, got it.
Yep, Albers able to get inside, draw the help in, and then kick out.
26-20 pointers. Bublitz, front court. Spray trying to post right side of the lane. They'll swing it back left. Erke in the corner. 18 on the shot clock. 7:11 to go in the half. Pointer's biggest lead was 9. Brandon Spray bounce pass inside Knez. Knez trying to finesse. Goes up. No. Put back Erke. No. Rebound Albert.
Clark came all the way from the corner. Straight Erke.
Beck pulls up for a triple off the rim. No. Rebounded here by Ethan Bublitz.
So we've done a good job on our defensive board, Scotty.
Ethan, crossover dribble, gives it off to Erke. Right back to Ethan, left corner. 20 on the shot clock this time around. Little two-man game for the moment. Bublitz ends up with it, puts it on the floor, takes it into the lane, down the lane, kicks to the corner. Spray comes up with it, powers his way in, then tosses it out. Bublitz wants 3, rims off, no. Rebound battled for, and coming out of there with it, the Olaf. Hubbard. Hubbard back underneath, stolen back by Blake Erke.
Yeah, good job of running the floor. Fought up to the play.
And Steve Point holding on to that 6-point advantage. Right side Spray, an early 3, and he got it. Well,
I'm not sure if that's the shot you want. It wouldn't have been last year, but in this new version, why not?
6:07 to go, and we've got a 30-second timeout coming up right here. 6:07 to go. Pointers up 29-20. Let's take that 30. We'll be right back. UWSP Boy Basketball on WPTN.
Sir, we noticed that your right rear drive duals are mismatched.
Maria Stevens Point. I like this start, John.
Yep, I do too. Been entertaining to say the least.
Hubbard up this, pardon me, left side, 3 by Hubbard got it.
Big answer. This team won't go away. They're experienced. Foley's 7 of 16. The Pointers 10 of 21.
Matt Kerner. Got to get him going a little bit here offensively. Erke wide open, right corner, 3, got it again.
Wow.
starting to feel it a little bit. Yes, he's got 3 triples already.
Yeah, we're gonna get Matty looking at the basket inside.
Right side, down to the baseline. I thought I heard a whistle. Did I? Guess not. Rebound, Turner off the fifth that time, taken by Hendler. I really thought I heard a whistle, but maybe it was the squeak of a shoe. Aaron Canez up try down the lane and a blocking foul. They're going to say he was inside that little half circle in there.
Yeah, that's going to have to be it, because I thought he was there early enough, and he did. The official pointed down to the floor. Coach Kosmowski talking about it right now. All you have to do is have a heel touching that line. You don't have to be inside that circle. If any part of you is touching that circle, you're construed to be in it. And hence it's automatically a foul on you.
Aaron Canez will be at the line here. 1-and-1 opportunity. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a 2-shot foul. Did they call it on the shot, or
they did?
All right, we'll take that. Got to make free throws.
9 of 11 last year.
Well, he should be. He was a good high school scorer.
Out of Chippewa Falls.
That's the first.
We should stop talking about guys being good shooters until they've done something, right?
Aaron will get the second opportunity.
Wow. No, missed them both. Ouch.
You know,
got to have those. Could have got up to a 10-point lead.
Yeah. 5:02 to go. Hubbard crossover dribble up on top, goes left. Sends it back up to Upping. Right side, within his Hendler. Bring it around the perimeter. Double screen off on the left side. Down the lane. Tough shot. No, tipped around out of bounds. Corner basketball. Tough try that guy.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, but they're going to give Matt Kerner the credit for being vertical. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to challenge shots as long as you are maintaining your own silo. I believe that's the term nowadays, isn't it? They talk about
which makes the silo, and that you should have that kind of space, if you will. Bublitz to Kerner. Pointers back around the horn. They lead it by 9. Blake Berkey on the left block. Backs his way into the post. Spin move. Under. Got it. That's some great footwork right there, Scotty.
They did the crossover step, ducked under. Beautiful, beautiful post move.
34-23. Bounce pass right side. Bublitz is going to get his second personal foul.
Yeah, I remember that first one that was kind of ticky-tack from behind. And they always come back to haunt you.
Got to get him out, right?
Yep, sure do. So you got your leader.
Right
on the floor for the last
back in.
Yep, for the last 14.
Yep, and already Garrett Nelson down with 2 personals. Left side Hubbard got it back to Uppus, going down the lane, and he'll score it easily.
Give and go. Nice feed by Matt Hubbard.
4:25, 4:02 to go in the half. Finish strong. Canez, long cross-court pass, deflected and out of bounds up into the stands. Nice hands by our Pointer fans over there.
Important last 4 minutes. Always is to end the half.
Yep.
But you got Bublitz, your leader, on the bench. So see if we can finish this out.
Long inbound. Brandon Spray will actually go to the backcourt to pick it up.
Good job of letting that bounce, because he might have caught it and went right over and back.
Brandon down to the right baseline. Pull-up jumper. Got it.
Well, his last 5 have been nothing but one-on-one play. And it looks good when it goes in the hole.
Albers on the left wing, got it to Uppus again, rolls it off the rim. Usually looking at the layup, but he rolled it off the rim. Rebound Turner. Moose, right side Earthy. Thought about 3, gives it back over to Moose. 3:25 to go in the half. Zach pulls up, sends it to Spray, right back over to Moose. Drops it in, baseline Turner. Into the lane, double clutches, kick out, Moose, open, 3.
Well, Matt Kerr that time got enough presence inside to draw the D, and he kicked one out for the 3.
39-25, Stevens Point. Down to the baseline. If we don't get it,
I think you're going to get a foul on Turner, huh?
Travel, but yeah, I think
it'll probably be a shooting foul too. No, they're going to say not.
If we were correct, Matt Turner with the foul.
Will be a bonus. I thought that was deep enough to give him the continuation 2 shots, but they're going to give him a bonus.
Well, I'm glad you were wrong.
Yeah, I was clearly wrong, Scott.
Yeah, clearly wrong. Yeah. Albers at the free throw line, in and out. No,
made a difference.
Yeah, that's for sure. Brandon Spray will bring it up, having a nice first half. Up it'll go to Aaron Kinez. Spray down low on the left block. Blake Gerke trying to spin free, takes it inside. Back out. Kinez wants free. Got it.
Boy, this is one of those cases where everybody's starting to feel the momentum from the other team. You know, it's one of those things you make one and they all start to go.
42-25 and a timeout taken by St. Olaf. I smell the same thing you did. It's like something's on fire around here.
It either smells like hot electronics or is that possibly...
Well, burnt popcorn.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah, that's very possible. You and I both at the same time. I'm like, okay, is the board in front of us, you know, this thing on fire? I'm checking my equipment. Is it getting hot? Nothing like
You
that.
know, as an old stereo audio file, I know hot electronics when I smell them, and something smells hot.
And so far, we don't hear a fire alarm, and that's a plus. So everything here, I think, is working just fine. So anyway, 42-25. What a nice start for the Pointers. A long way to go.
You know, Scotty, one of the comments early season was, we don't know how well this team will shoot. You know, they're going to have to shoot at some point. You have to make the basket to win basketball games. That's one of the unknowns coming into the season. Well, so far tonight, just 16 of 30 and 8 of 14 from behind the three-point line. You could live with those two percentages for the rest of the year, happily so. But you don't want to be seduced either by thinking you can just shoot threes all day, because that can turn on you in a hurry. You still have to find the point inside, I think. I'd like to see Matt Turner, and we've seen him in there 5 or 6 times, and he hasn't even looked at the rim, only about 6 feet out in front of it.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a hook shot. He's not going to elevate over people, but he is 6'8". Hubbard dishes it off on the left side to back over, a right wing dribble with it is Weber. Skip it up on top, down the left side of the lane, up off the glass, no rebound. Blake Gerke will push front court, top of the circle, right down the lane. He was fouled. He went down hard.
Yeah, a major,
okay.
A fundamental mistake that time by the Ollies. They allowed the ball dribbler to take the rebound and go all the way down for a layup without stopping the ball. I think they were quite sure that there was going to be a pass, and Blake never did pass. He said, if you're not going to stop me, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah. Well, you know, we go back to what you were talking about, though. He's capable of handling the basketball. He's 6'4", and he's pretty athletic. And he's just, it's there. I'm going.
All 5.
Not waiting.
Yep, and that will be one thing that we can bring to the floor this year, is almost everybody on this team can take the ball and go with it. Probably with the exception of Matt Turner.
Yeah,
but at 6'8", you know, he doesn't need to be the guy to do that.
Gerke makes the post.
Blake is clearly going to be one of the 2 leaders on this team, along with Ethan Buber.
44-25. Hubbard kicks right corner. Weber with it. Almost thought he cupped the dribble there. It'll go to Albers. Got by Taz, pulls up. Then tried to go underneath. Picked up there by Brandon Spray. He was going to make a pass. He's going up from maybe 8 feet and elected to pass.
Should have shot it, right?
Yeah, he should have. Zach Moose trying to take it inside, stolen away by Albers. And then, I thought Max was going to get it back. Zach was going to get a foul.
Yep, it's going to be on Brandon Spray.
Yep.
He followed through and got the foul that way. That'll be his second.
Yeah, he's got to come out of the game. You don't want to lose him here with 2 personal fouls. Peter Timmerman will come in.
The turnover leads to 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Boots trying to drive between 2 defenders, trying to get to that gap.
Calvary makes good on the first free throw. Hilltop Pub and Grill from burgers and fish fries to steak, salads, and wraps for a great meal with outstanding service. Hilltop Pub and Grill, Main Street, Stevens Point. They had a couple of days for maintenance, some renovations, and they're back open. So make sure you head over to the Hilltop. Mason Hazer back in for Stevens Point, along with Peter Timmerman. Albers makes both free throws. 44-27 Pointers, minute 44 to go in the half.
Okay, there's an unmistakable draft in here, which means that's probably burnt popcorn.
And Aaron Kinez.
Ooh, turnover, back-to-back now.
Yeah.
You've got a 19-point lead and now back-to-back turnovers. You don't want to get sloppy.
So were cooking popcorn and got excited about watching the Pointers and forgot about it.
But now we're going to have to contend with the cold air.
Thank you for that. Hubbard into the front court, bounces it up high, top of the circle area. Weber tipped away, tracked down across the timeline by Beck, but it was touched by the Pointers. Beck leaves it off here, working inside Weber, back in his way, and again, freshman Hazer, turnaround jumper got it.
Yeah. Experienced versus youth, and more experienced player scored.
Aaron Knez across the timeline. Minute 4 to go in the opening half of the season. Game 1, that is. Turkey finds Boots down to the baseline. Zach, nice move, takes it up inside, off the rim, no, got his own rebound. Thought he could take it up, he didn't. Aaron Knez wants a 3, left it short. Timmerman kept it alive, but we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, getting sloppy here in the last 2 minutes. A little bit of a rush.
I think Zach Boots could have gone right back up to that rebound and had an open right side of the rim to work with.
Yep, and we also
for me to say.
Yep, and with the lead, 15-point lead, you got 20 seconds more after that rebound. You didn't have to be in a hurry.
Caden Clark is going to come in, so our freshmen are getting some playing time here. Replaces Mason Hazer.
Yep, this year they may have to grow up a little quicker than usual. Like about a year faster.
Marigioli at the free throw line, front end of the 1-and-1. Missed it. Blake Kirky with a board. Trying to work the dribble, and he does. It's by his defender into the front court. Marigioli trying to take it away from Blake. Aaron Knez, long cross court to Moots. 18 on the shot clock, 32 game clock. Moots working, leaves it off for Aaron Knez. Pointers up 44-29. Knez for the free throw line, step back jumper, got it.
Well, you talked about him being a scorer while he was in high school at Triple Falls. That was a tough shot. Well defended.
46-29. Hubbard into the front court. Last possession of the first half. Left side, it'll go to Albers. Shot clock 7. Well, game clock at 7. Albers against Knez. Double team, launches and triple off the mark, tips up one stone. We're at the end of the opening half. Not bad for our Pointers. It is Stevens Point 46, St. Olaf 29. Coming back here in 2 minutes, UWSP Point men's basketball on WPCN.
If you're suffering from hip and knee
Scoreboard showing the Pointers leading 46-29. Watch your favorite team enjoy the daily food and drink specials at the final score, second and Maria. Back in a minute, Pointers basketball on WTCN.
Sprains, strains, and fractures.
The first half, they were 10 of 24, 42% from the floor, 6 of 15 from behind the three-point line, 40%, and they made 3 of their 5 free throws. 11 rebounds, in that first half, 2 on the offensive end. They had 8 assists to go with 9 turnovers, 3 steals, no block shot. For our Pointers in the first half, we got 9 more shots than did the Oles. 17 of 33, that's a nice 51%. 8 of 15 from behind the three-point line, 53%. And we made 4 of our 5 free throws. 21 rebounds, 10 more than St. Olaf. 7 of those on the offensive end. 8 rebounds, as I mentioned earlier, by Blake Erkey himself. 10 assists, go with 6 turnovers, not too bad. 6 steals in that first half. Points off turnovers tied at 14 each. Points in the paint, Stevens Point 12 of 6. Most of those were off of early offense. Second chance points for 0 favor of Stevens Point. Fast break points 8-2 Stevens Point. And scoring from the bench, St. Olaf with 13 bench points. Stevens Point with 9. Biggest lead in that first half for the Pointers was 19 at the 2:17 mark. St. Olaf had a 2-point lead at the 13:25 mark. And there you go.
Very good. Scoring-wise, from the opening half for St. Olaf, they're led by Mac Hubbard with 6. 5 apiece for Michael Maragioli, Nate Albers, and Noah Beck. And 2 apiece for Carter Uppus and Jake Weber. For our Pointers, Blake Erkey with 13 already. 9 for Brandon Spray, 8 for Eric Canez, 7 for Ethan Buglet, 5 for Zach Moose, 3 for Peter Timmerman, 1 for Mason Hazer. And again, Stevens Point with the 17-point advantage at 46-29. I think that's as big as the lead has been. 17-19. All right,
Guy with 44-25 at the 2:17 mark.
Okay, 44-25.
Well, now, Scotty, the guys need to understand that basketball is a game of 2 halves.
Yep.
And so going in feeling very good about what you did for 20 minutes, you built yourself a very nice 17-point lead. Is only half the battle. That's not an insurmountable lead by half. Yes, I mean, you've got to come out in these first 5 minutes and reestablish yourself. This will be the biggest 5 minutes of the basketball game. These 5 right out of the locker room where you've got to take control again, reestablish yourself, and just set yourself up for those final 15. You don't want to give the Oles one of those 10, 11, 12-point runs to start this half, because then you've got a basketball game.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, 46-29. We've got to get you a chance to win a couple of pizzas from Fortetti with our trivia. We'll do that in 1 minute. Trivia coming up in 1 minute. This is Warriors basketball on WTCN.
Hey sports fans, Scott Glinski of Skyward here. From the court to the field, the ice rink to the putting green, on the track.
Players, because there are several players from each team that went to the same high school. So what we want to know is what schools do we have? All right, that should be simple enough. We have players from each program, men and women, that hail from the same high school. Not necessarily the same class, meaning they don't have to both be freshmen or whatever, but they came from the same school. So there you go.
I honestly have no idea.
I didn't until I started looking it up last night, because I'm going, oh, I think we have, yeah, oh, yeah. So I looked it up last night, and lo and behold, that's what we have.
Good question, Scott Krieger.
Well, for a change. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. You want to talk about it, but the first, whatever, 5 minutes. 5 minutes up. Make a statement right here the first 5 minutes of the second half.
You've had a half, you cooled down, and now you got to come back and rekindle that level of play, that energy, and you've got to let, in this case, the visitors from St. Olaf know that what they saw for 20, they're going to see for 20 more. Don't want to give them the momentum and the confidence. Nope. And conversely, St. Olaf knows that. They need to come out, ratchet things up, and try to chip away in these first 5 minutes. They'll get the 17-point lead down to 10 with 15 to go, and they'll feel good about themselves.
Yep, Ole's will have the ball to start it off. By the way, of course, Bledsoe was out for a while, and that's when this lead got big. So.
And that's when their offense didn't run as smoothly.
Yeah, that should have been a travel up on top, I think, anyway. Back on the baseline against the break. Bounces it into the lane, tipped away, picked up by Uppus. Looks for help, falling down, kicks it out to Bledsoe, runs it into the lane, back out, and a triple off the mark, rebounded by Blake Kirky.
That's rebound number 9 now for Blake.
He's looking at a double-double here pretty quick. Backdoor cut, tried to get it to Bublik, tipped away, picked up by the Ole.
Well, turnover.
Into the front court, comes back. Back down to the baseline, got inside.
Heard that before tonight. Turnover leads to 2 on the other end.
So 46-31, Stevens Point with the advantage. Ethan Bublitz front court, working here against Albers. Gives off to Blake Gerke in the right corner. Down to the baseline, nice spin move to a cutting Ethan Bublitz plays it in.
Yeah, he made himself available. The defender just simply turned his head, and that was easy for the Pointers. Too easy.
48-31. I'll take it easy that time. I like it when our guys get the easy stuff. Albers off the screen from Uppis into the lane, tipped away, got it back. Back over, it'll come on the wing to back, pulls up for the jumper and hits another one.
Yeah, loose ball situation. We exchanged men, and Beck just kind of found himself open. Well, that's a couple buckets in a row.
So into the front court, right side, Blake Gerke looks in, takes the dribble, and then sends it out on the perimeter. Kerner, down low, back out to Spray, got a step into the lane, pulls up, short jumper off the front of the rim, tipped around, rebounded here by Upton. Well, Brandon got into the lane. Instead of taking it up strong, he leaned back on it.
Yep, he doesn't like to be physical.
No, he does not. Albers, right wing into the lane, down the lane, scooping layup, tipped away, saved by Spray. Brandon will bring it ahead. Lead feed, up it'll go to Blake Gerke, underneath layup.
Well, that's key to running the floor again. Blake just needs everybody else down the other end.
50-33, 17-point advantage. Bledsoe goes right side, Endler with it. Look that up as across the top of the circle. Man-to-man defense. Do we even have to say that for Stevie point anymore? Bledsoe down the lane, leaves it off Uppis. Short jumper down.
Well, nice pass by Bledsoe. They just didn't finish.
Aaron Canez works over the top of the circle towards the right side, picks up and bounces it to Erke.
That play, if you're playing Oshkosh, Gotti, that ends in a dunk.
Probably so. Aaron Canez, free throw line, outside. It'll go to Spray. 9 on the shot clock now. Brandon to the free throw line. Needs some help, finds it from Bublitz. Attacks off the wing, takes it up. No, but a foul on Endler.
Boy, he can cover ground in a hurry. And he's big enough from his guard position. 6'2", he's long. As I mentioned earlier, covers a lot of space between dribbles.
That'll be 2 on Endler. First foul of the second half. Ethan Bublitz at the line. He has 9 points in the game right now and will shoot a pair right here.
Of course, the other thing that Ethan can do, which the good guards, certainly at this level, they all can do, is go equally left or right. That time working with his right hand.
Yep. Precision Cellular and Sound, your home entertainment headquarters, 87 Sunset Boulevard in Park Ridge, right next to Walgreens.
I don't think anybody was better at that ever in our program than the young man named Ty Tilleman.
Oh, yeah, he was a good one.
I'm not sure which hand he was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he knew.
52-33. Over to the right side, Endler, deep 3 off the rim, no, rebounded by Matt Kerner.
Good job of going to the board.
Bublitz. Ethan stops at the arc, bounces it into Erke, right back to Ethan, runs baseline, takes the jumper, got it!
Falling out of bounds, Rick Mount.
That'll be back into the old days.
They got to be our age to know who that is.
Yeah, somebody's looking it up right now. Rick Mount.
Nobody shot the baseline falling out of bounds shot better than Rick Mount.
Uppis puts it off here. Albers for 3-0. So they got the screening foul, I think.
It's going to be on the big guy. On Uppis. Matter of fact, his team is being Rick Mount is playing Marquette tonight.
Badgers, by the way, were winners 83-63 over McNeese State. Garrett Nelson in for Stevens Point.
Looking at Matt Turner out there, Sky, one thing that he's done in the offseason, I know he had lost some weight, but he's put it back on. He's a stronger guy this year,
and that'll help.
Yep.
Garrett Nelson up near the timeline, getting bumped a little bit by Bledsoe. Too much dribbling right there. Got it off the Spray, into the lane, down the lane, tipped away by Bledsoe. And back it'll come with St. Olaf.
That's the third turnover in this half.
Stolen out by Brandon Spray, bounces it, left wing Erke, up to Garrett Nelson. No, put back Spray!
Well, Brandon followed that. He started it with the pass to the wing and stayed with the play. That was a beautiful fast break. Got the ball in the middle, 3-on-2. and able to convert.
And they, you know, I hate to harken back, but we would have never, I don't think, seen that a year ago. 3 ball, Barry. Well, they got it to an open shooter, and Mariccioli was that man. He grabbed the 3.
Matt Turner just didn't get out with high hand.
56 to 36 right now. Stevens Point. Blake Erkey. Guys are running the floor well. Erkey off the spray. Across the way. Wide open. Garrett Nelson wants 3-0. Rebound to Bledsoe. Lead feed. Albers. Stops to take the wide open 3 and hit it.
That's what you see today that you didn't used to see either, is fast breaks to the 3-point line. Well, we had a good look. Garrett's going to have to hit some of those. Not his strength, outside shooting.
Nobody has, or at least in the purple gold, he hit a couple of those, so we'll hope that he's capable. Ethan Bublitz wants a 3, and that's off the rim.
Yeah, that one
with the board.
That one was not defended at all. That's as wide open as you can get.
So the once 23-point lead down to 17 at the moment. Albers to the top of the circle. Mariccioli right back to Albers. Erkey gets up on him. Now it fades away. 3 ball comes up short. Spray with the rebound. Randy show a little assertiveness there.
Our bigs,
like get off of it.
Our bigs are bringing the ball up tonight.
Spray down to the baseline. Slides up. Double clutches.
They're going to get Matt Turner, I think, on an illegal screen on the wing.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Too bad. It was a nice move by Spray.
Yeah, it was going to end with an uncontested dunk by Brandon Spray. And
it is a foul on Kerner. 13:58 to go in the ball game. Pointers lead 56-39. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're
to drive my attention here, Scotty, with that about a monstrous turnover there with the illegal screen. We had just 6 turnovers in that first half. We got 4 already here after 6 minutes. So that's got to get cleaned up. It's given St. Olaf a chance to cut that 23 lead now down to 15, even 14 if they hit a shot here. So got to be a little more solid.
Bledsoe across the timeline, goes right side to Weber. Weber off the screen down to the baseline. Double team, kicks it out. Up on top, it'll come to back. Looking against Blake Erkey. Mariccioli into the hands of Albers. Drives it into the lane, down the lane, jumps up, scores.
Yeah, Albers is a load. He would have beat Aaron Canez off that ball screen on the right wing and got all the way to the rim, no help.
So it's down to a 15-point lead. Across the way to Garrett Nelson. Spray in the right corner, back to Garrett. Aaron Canez. Sitting out on the perimeter right now. Nelly in the corner. Off to Blake Erkey, looking at Kerner trying to post. Blake will take a 3 off the rim. Tipped out. Rebound Canez. He couldn't hang on to it. Bledsoe. Front court, down the lane. Kicks to the corner. And they'll set up again. Back. Pulls up 15. Blocked by Spray. Brennan comes down with it.
Yeah, with the long arm. He was beat initially, but good recovery.
Garrett Nelson to the free throw lane. Down the lane. Shot try. Erkey came up with it.
And he's going to get the rebound and the foul. Not on him, but the guy he was battling with.
Foul's going to be on Weber.
A freshman out of Pine Island, Minnesota. I have no idea where that is.
It's close to the water, and there's a lot of pine trees.
Surrounded by water, probably.
It's possible. Keep People get confused, though. They call, inbound, bad inbound, still away by St. Olaf.
Turnover 5 in this half.
Bledsoe, left corner. Back to the lane. Kicks it out on the wing to Weber again. Leaves it off. Maragioli wants 3 more. Rims off. Rebound to Zach Moot. We'll bring it into the front court here. People think boulevards, and you think what they call boulevards, regular streets sometimes. Oh!
Bublitz got it. Looked like he was going to finish left defender there and went scooping. Right hand with spin off glass.
58-41. Right corner into the hands of Weber. Down to the baseline. Shot won't go. Blake Berkey with a rebound.
You know, Ethan had trouble finishing those shots last year, and I didn't believe it was because his ankle was just never healthy.
Well, coach says it's back and ready to go, and he feels good on it. Matt Kerner off the boots inside to Erkey. Did a good job just securing it. Tried to take it up. Got bodied up. Boots wants 3.
Got it. Well, he's running it.
Zach Boots. Don't take this wrong, but Zach was a little bit better scorer than his brother Chaz was. Chaz is a tough defender. Zach's a little bit better scorer. Shot from the rim, from the perimeter, rims off, rebounds, and Erkey. Cross court, it'll go to Brandon Spray.
Out of the Ollie's offense coming from the three-point line right now.
Yep. Can't get back into it with 1 3-pointer, right? Bublitz into the lane and tried to dish it out and threw it away.
Good idea.
Nathan Hazes will come back to Stevens Point.
Starting to see some of those mistakes that you see early season.
Stevens Point Orthopedic, sports medicine, physical therapy, world-class treatment with hometown care. Tracy Pelkey is our trivia winner, by the way. Tracy figured out that we have players on 3 different high schools: Sauk Prairie, Manawa, and Appleton East, and we'll get it to you in a few moments. So anyway, half back into the ball game. Oh, and almost stolen by Hazer. Mason's going to get a foul. That would be his second, I do believe.
Yeah, trying to come from the left side. He did everything right, too, Scott. He didn't use the right hand trying to steal that ball. He used the left, which would have been the hand that was away from the body. Just a little too much contact.
Ollies are going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. So, representing Sauk Prairie High School, on the women's side, Taylor Greenheck, and on the men's side, Brandon Spray. Representing Manawa High School, or Little Wolf, which is in Manawa, is on the women's side, Laney Bassett, and on the men's side, Kevin Stockton. And representing Appleton East for the ladies, Chelsea Van Gompel, who I thought played a really nice game last night in the second half. Looks like a nice addition for coach at the point guard there. A sophomore now, but she can help him out. And then our freshman, Caden Park, on the men's side. So there you go.
You may not know this, but many years ago, I actually worked a little bit at Appleton East.
I did not know.
When I was at Winneconne for school psych, we had some students and special programs at Appleton East, and I was responsible for those young men and women.
Weber up on top, left side it'll go to Bledsoe. Back up, wide open 3, rims off long, rebound put back on the reverse side by Weber.
Fortunately, that was one of those three-point shots that just came off high and long and went right over our inside rebounder.
61-43. Bublitz to Erkey. Out on the right side to Moose. Stevens Point up by 18 at the moment. 10-18 to go in the ball game. Brandon Spray pulls up, 7-footer, got it.
Nice move, nice individual effort by Brandon. You know, it's so long, 6'7", but he's got the long arms to go with it.
Yeah. Off the right wing to the free throw circle, over to the left wing, it'll come here into the hands of Hubbard. Hubbard swings it right, Bledsoe, pinned down, and finally gets rid of it into the hands of Beck. Beck working left side dribble. Back up on top, it'll go to half. Hubbard around the horn, 5 on the shot clock now. Beck down the lane, lost the ball. Picked up by Erkey, and we got a shot clock violation.
Tell you what, that was a great defensive stand, particularly we had to play through about 3 or 4 ball screens. And I would say this tonight so far, we've defended ball screens on the perimeter very well.
Up front, it'll come with Ethan Bublitz. Nice to have Kevin Hurd listening to us. Ethan made a pass. Brandon went the other way. Picked up here by Bledsoe.
Turnover number 7 in this half.
For those not familiar, Kevin now down in the Milwaukee area. Waukesha to be exact. Triple from the corner, no. Rebound move.
You know, he's a big part of the development of these guys.
Yes,
for
it is.
It's nice.
Absolutely.
He tutored these guys that are playing.
And played against them a lot in practice that time.
A lot of hands there.
Great. And down on the sideline, needs help, finds his from Ethan Bublitz.
Still more hands.
Yeah, finally a foul on Noah Beck.
He's been looking over at Coach 7. Holy moly, Coach.
Getting a little physical.
Yeah.
Back out and back in is Albers.
Got to be strong with the ball.
Aaron Cadet is going to come back for Brandon Spray. You're going to go short now. Boy, he's going to be your big guy.
About as short as we will go.
Off the inbound. Pointers with 16 on the shot clock. Moots off the dribble. Wanted to go back to the wing and threw that one away. Maybe trying a little too hard to make these passes right now. Wide open, 3 is good for Albert.
Well, I compounded that mistake by coming down and not locating this man who was wide open at the three-point line.
63-46.
Turnovers have led to a lot of holy points.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers here in the second half. Aaron Canez steps back. Takes right wing dribble. A lot of dribble. Now takes the 15-footer, left it short.
Fade away from 12 feet. Tough shot.
Rebound half. Albers, left side, Bledsoe, corner, 3, short. Rebound, 3-pointers. Erkey comes down with it.
Transition D that time was a little lacking, Scotty. They got it ball ahead of us to an open 3-shooter again. Yeah, I think Coach saying this can't go on.
Yep, timeout. Wants the timeout. 7:59 to go. This is going to be a pointer timeout. 63-46, Stevens Point. We will take a 1-minute break and come right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN. Seconds to go in the season opener. UW Stevens Point leading St. Olaf 63-46. Bublitz into the corner trying to get by Bledsoe. Cut him off. Now to a cutting tack. Boots down the lane. Goes left-handed and scores.
To score. If he stays right-hand with that, he does not score.
Into the right corner. Albers wants 3 more off the mark. Rebound, Blake Erkey. He's got to be in double digits.
Yeah, he's got 15 points and 14 boards.
Not a bad start for the senior out of Deerfield. Out on the right side, Bublitz to the top of the circle. Aaron Canez back to the way. Senior from Chippewa Falls. Erkey gets the step, goes baseline. Tries to go to the corner, and yeah, he got in the air and had nowhere to come down.
Trying to make a cross-court pass, and his momentum just took him into a defender.
I believe we got a fever timeout now.
We do.
15 to go. We're going to stay right here. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community with locations in Clover, Wisconsin Rapids, and in Methuselah.
Another turnover, in essence. That would be number 9 in this half. And we just had 6 in the first half. We've only had now, Scotty, 15 shots in this half. We had 33 shots in the first half. largely because we've made too many turnovers. And, with that in mind, we have a 19-point lead. We've increased the 17-point halftime lead to 19. And I'm feeling pretty fortunate about that.
Yeah, probably so.
In the second half, St. Olaf 7 of 21, that's 33%. They made just 3 of 10 from behind their three-point line. So they've outshot us by 6, but we've made 8 of our 15 shots in the second half, 53%. Only 4 three-point shots in this half, and we have made 1 of those. So not too bad of an effort. We'd like to cut the turnovers down and value the possessions a little bit more. But,
now,
we may have to live with a few more turnovers. We're playing at a much faster pace. And sometimes when you're forcing tempo, playing faster, you tend to make more mistakes.
Yep, that might very well be the case. Like what we see so far.
Yeah.
Hubbard back in here for the Olaf.
Getting a lot of good minutes by everybody on the floor.
Yeah, I agree. Bledsoe goes right side into the hands here of Weber. Trying to take Hazard inside. This is off to Alvarez, who will score with a foul.
Have good look.
Well, they got the penetration, and then that guy down the lane, and Aaron Kinez lost his man in essence.
Yeah, our backside got caught watching the action on the strong side, and pass came right there.
Albers makes the three-point play.
Well, this is as close as they have been for some time.
Point difference. 65-49. Aaron Kinez will bring it across the timeline. Looking right. Picks up his dribble high, bounces it off to Blake Durkee. Moose. Gets the step, takes it down the circle, back pass again. Boy, we telegraphed that. Bledsoe will finish with an easy layup.
Well,
now,
and here comes the full court pressure.
14-point lead.
Suddenly,
plenty of time to go.
Yeah, St. Olaf starting to think, hey, we can get this thing down.
Moves off the right wing, down to the corner. Need a basket here for Stevens Point.
At least a shot.
Yeah, well set. Bublitz. Outside the arc, working against Weber. Shot clock all the way down to 7. Eaton into the lane, kicks to the corner, moves open, 3-ball, got it.
Well, Eaton was with the drive and kick. Well, that was a big shot to stop a little bit of a run.
68-51, Bledsoe. Tosses out Albers, right wing against Kinez. Almost stolen away by Hazard. Into the lane, down underneath, tipped away, picked up by Blake Durkee. Lobs it on ahead to Mason Hazard. Down the lane, I think he's okay. I mean, he's afraid he's going to be hurt.
Yeah.
They'll go to the line.
Good job of Nate Albers actually helping him fall so that he did not get hurt. Good sportsmanship there.
68-51, Mason Hazard, freshman out of Greenleaf and Wrightstown High School. Play a lot of good basketball there. First one off the rim.
They do a lot of good sports over in the valley.
Don't miss the first.
A little bit of a side spin on that ball. It didn't come off the hand right.
You'll have to work with them on that, John.
This one's going to be much better.
Okay.
Here it is.
And he got the roll.
That's a good rotation.
He'll come out. Brandon Spray back in. 5:52 to go here in the season opener.
Well, let's get another stop.
Bledsoe, front court, left wing. Out on top, it'll go there to half. Bledsoe again, got by Moose. Picks up the dribble on the corner. Back. 13 on the shot clock. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Running baseline, getting inside, kick to the corner. Albers, 3 off the rim. Rebound, Blake.
Guess who?
Leckie into the front court.
But while we got that rebound, Scotty, that was a wide open kick to the corner, and I don't know whose assignment that was, but in a man-to-man, you have to count for that corner shot.
Yep. Durkee dribbles, right elbow, lobs it back out to Bublitz. Trying to work dribble against Bledsoe. He's a tough defender.
He's a great player.
Ethan leaned in, 14-footer. No, put back. Ethan got it.
Well, what do they say? Follow your shot? That time he followed it all the way to the glass.
20-point lead to Stevens Point, 4:45 to go.
Well, good response to a little bit of a run that St. Olaf showed a couple minutes ago.
Albers, right side.
Oh, beautiful pass.
All alone in there. Somebody fell asleep. Charlie half with the lane.
No, he got sealed down under the basket. That was actually Blake Erke that time. He might be tired.
He's played a few minutes. And hard minutes. Brandon Cray. Walks up between the circles. This is off left side. Into the hands of Bublik. Shot clock at 8. Ethan drives it into the lane. Kicks it out. Erke for 3. Yes.
Boy, he doesn't do much wrong, does he? Again, the ball in the hands of your senior, Ethan Bublik, who just broke the defense down.
74-53, left side to Albert. Down low, getting inside, left-hand layup, no. Rebound, Brandon Spray up to miss by half.
Looked like they were going to get an easy one, and the help side came over beautiful.
They go to Ethan Bublik. Pointers with a 21-point advantage.
This is a situation we talked about, Scotty, that we're so fortunate to have Ethan Bublik back because we're running the clock now, and we get down to 6 or 7. He can break the defense down.
Aaron Cadet. Boots wants 3 more. Got it again!
That was a long 3.
He's got 4 triples.
Tell you what, that was a Division I 3.
3:12 to go here. Pointers up 77-53, and Bledsoe got inside on Zach Booth, not inside the paint, but inside his guarding area, and picked up a foul on Zach.
24-point lead. I do believe that's the biggest now tonight.
Peter Timmerman will come in here, replacing Blake Erke.
Boy, what an effort by Blake Erke.
Yeah. Big start by Blake.
Up, double-double.
Garrett Nelson going to come back in.
Well, no surprise from Blake, Scotty. We saw that out of him in the last couple of years. He's just a guy that is 6'4", 5. We talked about it. Sometimes those 6'4", 6'5" guys in Division III are really hard to deal with.
Right side, Albers into the lane. Brown got it with a foul.
Yep, Albers has maybe been the lone bright spot. I would say Bledsoe has played a nice game for the Olies as well, but Albers has been tough for us to handle.
Well, he's aggressive. He's a good scorer.
Yep.
He's wearing the face mask here. Must have a nose broken or something.
6'4" senior.
He's good on the free throw. 77-56 pointers. So Garrett Nelson will bring it up. Oh, boy, shows too much ball, and Nelson is not protecting the ball. Bledsoe tipped it away. Garrett.
Looking at the official with disgust, but you know what? You got to be stronger than that, Garrett. You're the point guard.
Yeah, that was way too easy. That was like, oh, yeah, no problem, and boom. Like the game was over or something. They work harder than that. Bledsoe pull-up jumper. No. There's Bublik to the board.
And he thinks I'll bring it up. There's a block.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be the point guard, meaning Garrett Nelson, that can't happen. What just did a little bit.
No, and Garrett
was way too easy.
Garrett's not a big kid, not a particularly strong kid. And so his value is being that general, so he's got to be as solid as can be with the ball in his hand.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Peter Timmerman gets the inbound pass, made himself available. Dishes back out to Nelly in the high right corner.
There's running clock at this point here.
2:20 to go in the game. Pointers are going to win their opener. That's nice. It's a matter of a final score. Timmerman from the right corner, off the rim. Good looking shot, just didn't go. Rebound for Albert. Front court. Bledsoe, left side of the lane, to the corner, open, back, 3, no. Bublik with another board.
Boy, Bledsoe sees the court so well. He really triggers their offense. They're missing some shots, unfortunately, for him.
Well, the Pointers will run a little more clock. We're inside 2 minutes to go in the season opener.
Yep, use all 30, right?
Sweats Oil Company, you'll find it all at Sweats Country Corner and Blinker, Sweats Roadside Convenience Store, Stevens Point. The visit their friendly staff all in one stop conveniently. Ethan Brublitz right baseline almost lost it, got it back. Knez open three, no. And the rebound off the up it. Bledsoe front court between the rings, a little push up, knocked over Garrett Nelson, got it underneath the back, he'll score it, and a timeout. Holy.
They got away with an offensive foul. That's, I mean, knocked Garrett Nelson right over.
Brendan Connolly, a junior, will come into the game. Stevens Point gets a few guys in here now with a minute 19 to go and a 19-point lead.
We've seen Brady Wagner.
We have not. We have not had Brady on the floor yet tonight. Coach talked about him this morning and in our pregame show.
Another good shooter.
Needs Brady to improve defensively, and that's what he's looking for. He wants to get on the floor. At Stevens Point, you have to play some D. He'll get there. Good kid out of Lake Mills High School. Well coached out of Lake Mills High School.
Former pointer.
Yeah.
Steve Hickman. Doing a nice job down at Lake Mills.
Bone and Joint Clinic, 4 convenient locations across central Wisconsin, including Clover. Learn more at bonejoint.net Friday. Amherst playoff football against Stratford. Tyler Campbell will have to follow that one. Then on Saturday, we'll close out the UWSP football season. Pointers are hosting lacrosse at 1 o'clock. The Friday night game is at 7. Tyler will be on at about 6:40, maybe even a little earlier. And then on Saturday, I'll be on about 12:45. And then next week, I think we have a game on Tuesday. I can't even remember. We've got games coming up. Let's put it that way.
I just show up where you tell me. When and where, Scotty.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, hey, heck of a football game, Stratford and Amherst.
Oh,
you want to see maybe a state championship game. It could be played at DC Everett this Friday night.
Yep. Nice to have Tyler there and able to do that game for us. So
they're going to have a big crowd, I would guess.
I would say
Stratford,
so.
what is 12 games? That they haven't been beaten, or has anyone scored on them?
No. 13 games. Garrett Nelson off the right wing down to the baseline, circles back out. Kimmerman off the boot.
Well, good effort tonight by our pointers, guys.
Yeah. Nice way to start your year.
We played our style, played hard for 40 minutes. That's all you could ask for first night out.
Gets it back off to Brandon Gray. Shot clock 5, launches off the rim, rebound up. Back to bring it up. Back into the front court, working on the right side. Down to the baseline, and going away by the pointers, but lost it right back. Back 15 seconds to go. Backs his way in, tough shot. We'll get a foul on Timmerman.
It's going to give us a chance to get 4 more guys on the floor.
Yep. 32 seconds to go in the game. We're going to get Jevin Suction, Caden Clark, Brady Wagner, and I believe Isaac Wolfer all going to come into the ball game here.
Yep, after this first free throw.
Next free throw is good.
Yep. This is a St. Olaf team that came in tonight 1-0. They had beaten UW Stout 67 to, what was it, 57? I'm not sure I got that score right.
I don't honestly remember the score, but they were 1-0, or going to be 1-1 after this one.
63-57, Scotty.
Missed the second, rebounded by Stockton. Manawa, Little Wolf High School.
We're just going to let the clock run out here.
I would say it's almost dead even game and shot clock. Nelson over to the right side. We'll go there to Caden Clark. Right along the timeline, Garrett Nelson with it. Working the dribble. Down to 8 seconds. Garrett tried to dish it out to the corner. Lost the ball on a reaching foul on Wolfer.
With 3.7 seconds left in the backcourt.
Yeah. Against Garrett that time.
Yeah, another turnover.
Got caught with the basketball and unable to dish it out on the wing. Got a hand on it and he fumbled it away. So here comes the free throw. It's not going to go by Beck. Rebounded by Wolford. And that'll be the end of the ball game. Stevens Point wins the season opener. 77-59 over St. Olaf. Nice start to the year for our Pointers. Their next game coming up on the Well, Saturday, that's the 23rd, whatever that date is. It'll be down at Edgewood Town. 77-59. We'll take a break. Coming right back. Pointers basketball on WCCN.
Once you realize that you're standing inside of a giant beer barrel, you'll know that this isn't just another restaurant. Now go on, open the door. And come on into the Hilltop Pub and Grill. Grab a hot off the grill burger with dozens of topping options, steaks that always satisfy, or go for the fish fry. Now you don't have to wait till Friday. It's served every day. The Hilltop Pub and Grill has 19 beers on tap, including 13 Wisconsin brews and a menu loaded with flavor. The Hilltop Pub and Grill, just west of I-39 and Highway 10 interchange in Stevens Point.
Auto Select is your dependable auto repair and service destination with qualified technicians you know you can trust.